You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
So that means Sakura just killed herself. What happens from here then?
Then tell us already! Sorry. Please, tell us.
Wow, why is he being so polite all of a sudden?
Before we get to that,
Because
we
he-
need to clarify one other thing.
He recognizes Kyoko's superiority in this matter?
We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to have been... Nah, I guess Sakura herself.
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Like, how else?
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
This is so funny, actually. I feel like everybody made an attempt at murdering her, but they failed, and Sakura just ended up murdering herself.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. What is it though? It doesn't really come to my mind.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar!
No.
Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong!
Final strike. Which
Do you
was
have
the yellow
any
powder?
kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it. Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
Alright, that's what Kyoko showed us.
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Yeah.
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled.
So she was there with her. Or it was Sakura that spilled it.
So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura.
Then why did Hina lie about that? Hina's acting really strange as well. Like, we know she didn't kill her, but I don't know why she's lying about those facts when we're like trying to prove that she's not the guilty one, and yet she still lies about her story. What reason could she have for doing that?
And
unless
when
she's protecting
Sakura dropped the bottle, she
But
dropped
why?
it away from where she was actually
She's already
standing.
dead. Dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing.
Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
So she was planning to kill someone, which is most likely the mastermind, I think.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
the one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room, Sakura herself. There's only one way to explain it. Select someone who can actually select. Yep, it's Sakura herself.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
Dang. Wow, I did not see this coming.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
This is definitely the explanation for that. Because of course Sakura wanted to create. Monokuma forced her. Byakuya created the locked room in secret. This one? No, Sakura wanted to create it herself.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
Why?
When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door.
Yeah.
Because you already knew Sakura was dead.
Did Sakura tell her about this or something?
And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. Yes, she wanted to run away as quickly as possible, which is strange considering if you just found out your best friend died, you want to stay with her, right? On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
Yep.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I got everyone. Ogre! Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed. I see.
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
Yep.
The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
Yeah.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation.
But why? I don't understand why she did that.
As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death.
But then what is the reason for that? That's really what I'm struggling with.
That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right?
She wanted to get blamed for this, Hina one.
The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet,
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right.
What isn't over?
We have to end this properly.
A vote? Closing argument. Alright, okay. Alright, Act 1. So, a note to everyone. Note to here. Byakuya? Yeah, Byakuya here. Act 2. Act 2, Toko, blah blah blah. Hid in the locker. Hid in the locker, looking on, angry. Act 3. Gave the candy, ate the candy, blah blah blah. Hero hit her. Is that it? Grabbed this one, yes. Grabbed it, hit her on the head, bam, bleeding. Panicked, what did he do? What did he do? What did he do after that? Was it the candy or this? It broke. I guess this is left behind. Is there anything else? Oh no, Toko, that's what he did, right. He wrote down Toko's name, ran off. Toko saw it, came out of the locker, saw her name. What did she do then? She brought it back to the shelf? She hid it in the shelf, right? Where's the shelf? This? Put it back down. Yeah. Sakura was angry. Bang, she fainted. Genocide Jack came out, hit her with the thingy-majig. The Monokuma bottle had the queen inside of it. Yes. She cleaned up all of those pieces and ran off. Sakura was still just, you know, alive and kicking despite all the wounds. She locked herself in, drank the poison, so this has gotta be something with poison. This. Here it's still full. So she drank it. And in Act 6, we all came inside. Saw Sakura dead there. Saw the little thing, the little bottle, and then hit it. That's what Hina did. Right? There's nothing else, yeah? And in this case, this one. Wow, this was actually rather easy in that regard.
Here's exactly what happened. This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
Want some candy, little boy?
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Wait, what? That wasn't it? What was it then? Oh, the fact that it broke, okay. Well, oh, this was so easy, oh my god, I suck.
The killer is you! Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name.
Toko.
Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake.
Upside down.
She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out.
Bam.
And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her.
But the interesting thing, like, there's one kind of minor thing that I feel like is kind of weird here, is the fact that they said she had 2 wounds at the back of her head, right? But Sakura was facing her at that point, so how did... And they were standing at the bookshelves, the magazine shelves, so how did this sort of situation move where... Was it because she was unconscious and then woke up and then she moved towards... I guess it makes sense because she fell backwards, she held... Sakura caught her, and she leapt up again when Genocide Jack kicked in, and then stepped forward, which means she was sort of leaping towards that particular cabinet where the bottles are on, then she grabs it and hits it. But why is Sakura sort of turned over, or facing with her back towards Toko though? Because she was definitely hit on the back of her head twice, right? Not the front, or not like one in the back, one in the front. Because the wound from that hero, when he hit her with the first bottle, that was definitely the back of her head, and this one was as well.
This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece.
Just with her hands like that, the glass pieces, yeah?
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
Dun dun.
It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab.
I feel like the only reason she got it with her is because she was planning to kill the mastermind with it. And because she was put in this situation right now, she was like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill myself for whatever reason. Her reasoning for it is still kind of strange to me, but I guess she didn't want anyone else. I guess the reason is because she was sort of put in this situation where she was the spy, or forced to be the spy, and then, you know, Monokuma told everyone that she was the spy, and then I guess she just didn't like the situation and didn't want anyone else escaping for it because of that. That because, you know, she was an easy target or whatever, I don't know exactly, but that could be a possible reason.
She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened.
But how?
Knew that she had committed suicide.
How did she know that? Unless she told her plan. But then that must mean that Sakura was planning to commit suicide from the beginning. But then why didn't Hina try and stop her?
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion.
So that everyone votes for her and everyone ends up dying, but who doesn't end up dying then? Because everyone is wrong, right? And no one is the true black one except Sakura.
And the one who went to all that effort
Is Hina.
was you, Hina.
But why? I don't understand why.
That's the full truth of the case.
Oh, Hina.
Sakura took her own life. And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened?
Yep. We outdid you, Byakuya.
But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
Byakuya is gonna be really mad because he just can't take it when someone so normal is smarter, or just, you know, was able to outsmart in this particular scenario the great Byakuya Tsugami.
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated.
That's what makes us human.
That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Blam! Smackdown! What? We got all A's? Holy crap, that's a first. 100 coins. Gimme.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point.
How do we, how do we move on from this? Sakura was the black and she killed herself. We found it out, so Sakura's gonna get killed, but she's already dead, so nobody gets punished, I imagine?
Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened?
Sakura?
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It's funny that Monokuma was actually an option in there as well. So yeah, Sakura guilty.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you'd have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet you... Why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because... that's exactly what I wanted. She wanted to kill all of us. What? What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. I guess because she was, the moment she was revealed as the spy, nobody trusted her anymore. Everybody just like, yeah, okay, she's the suspicious one. We don't like her anymore. She's gonna be cast out of the group. And that's sort of what she means by pushed into a corner. You all killed her because Sakura was trying to do the right thing and nobody would believe it, of course. So that's why
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
What?
For serious? That's...
What is this?
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground, in front of the rec room. It's... Sakura's suicide note. Ah, I see. It's just because of this entire situation and everybody's being forced to kill and forced to being pushed into despair. She can't handle it, she doesn't like it, so she'd rather than letting the eventual death come to her, she's just decided, I'm gonna go out on my own terms and I'm gonna kill myself. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. She just got upset about the fact that somebody would attack Hina in the first place, right? I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's all my fault after all, because she didn't do what she was supposed to do as the spy, I guess. But now, you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive this!
my closest friend got hurt. Sakura. Because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. Huh? You asked to meet with those three? You can't! Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about... what? Listen. Don't do it. If they all gang up you at once, even you...
Hina.
Please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. The mastermind and Monokuma are.
They're friends.
I mean, just the way that she looks at it, right? That everyone here is friends, but because of the fucked up situation, because of what the mastermind is putting in place, because of what Monokuma is doing, all these people that are supposedly friends with each other are just end up killing each other. I can understand her point of view from that these people are friends. We are sort of friends with each other, but we're still being forced to kill, and we are doing it because it's the only thing we can do that gives us a hope of escaping, right? Otherwise we'll just fall into despair. Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. You definitely got that feeling straight from the beginning, that she was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... Like, that is the thing about this entire case, right? That, like, everybody sort of tried to kill her. And it makes sense, of course, because they thought of Sakura as part of the enemy. Because because she's a spy of the mastermind or Monokuma, she's being viewed as an extension of them, right? That she's part of that. Therefore, she was being outcasted from the group, despite the fact that she was actually acting like a friend the entire time. She was outcasted from the group, and, like, yeah, what do you do at that point? You trampled all over her feelings, And then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. But that's because she's so intimidating, right? If people think they're going to kill her, there's actually nothing they can physically do to try and stop Sakura from doing so. But the problem with that is that they think Sakura is going to kill them. But once again, the way that people think that is understood just because of the entire situation that they're in, and the fact that she was, she was outed, revealed as the spy. Therefore, people are going to think that, and just are thinking irrationally because of that, because of the irrational fear. And Hina doesn't think that way because she is the only person that really bonded and got so close with Sakura. So she knows things about Sakura, obviously, that other people and we don't. Therefore, she thinks in this particular way, where for us it's just not expected to think like that. Like, even I sort of partly thought like that, but not to this extent.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was? Seeing you act like that. That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you'd pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Oh, so Sakura Hina did come here when she was attacked, and because she saw that she was attacked so many times, because all of these attempts of people murdering her, she's like, well, if people want me dead anyway, I'm not gonna give them, not necessarily a satisfaction, but she wants to go out on her own terms, not wait for people to kill her instead. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. So that was her way of getting Hina out of the room so that she can, create the scenario, lock herself in the room, drink the poison. Yeah, okay. That was the last conversation I had with her. And and Sakura knew that as well. That's why she said I was so glad that I got to meet you, sort of, as a goodbye. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for, and when I got there, I saw the powder. That's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could, but by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Please, let me in. Open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner. And we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. Kind of admirable in a strange way as well that she thinks that way, that we all partly caused a good person like Sakura to kill herself, therefore we are partly all responsible for murdering her as well and killing her, therefore we are murderers in a way. We failed Sakura, therefore according to her logic we aren't allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets, but even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but
Hey!
it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What do you say? Everything you said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking. 'Cause her and me.
In other words,
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
yes indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?